What's this potato doing on the ground? Wait a minute, that's not a potato. It's really heavy and really big. This fell on somebody's head. It could knock them out or maybe even give them a concussion. It comes from that huge mahogany tree right behind me. I can't wait to take this home, crack it open, and grow the seed. Now, it was my experience that obtaining the right seed pod to use for germinating seeds is a bit more difficult than one might think. Because the pods usually grow so high up in the tree, you may not be able to choose when to harvest them, but rather must wait for them to fall down naturally. If the seed pod you find on the ground did not burst open by itself while still attached to the tree, it will probably contain seeds that are immature and they will not germinate. It will also be incredibly difficult to open up. On the other hand, if you are not diligent, a seed pod that has already cracked open and fallen to the ground and has laid on the ground for a while will likely have gotten moisture inside of it. This allows fungus and molds to set in, along with many insects, and this will cause the seeds to rot and decay, rendering them non-viable. Check out all the insects I found in this one pod. Yuck! If you live in a tropical area, probably the best time for harvesting seed pods is the dry season to minimize the moisture problem. Therefore, I think there is a Goldilocks zone. You must find seed pods that have burst open naturally while still attached to the tree, but once they have fallen to the floor, are retrieved as quickly as possible. I would suggest that you monitor the area around your mahogany trees at least once a week and even more frequently if possible to ensure getting seed pods in the best condition. With the seed pod already partially burst open, you can follow the seams and remove the outer hull using a knife or some other tool to help pry off the thick and very hard shell. The seeds and their wings should be a beautiful golden brown color. Here are some examples. I am not sure how many seeds you get per pod, but it is many dozen. Once you remove the seeds from the seed pod, let them dry for a day or two before planting them. You can also purchase seeds online, though note that seed viability is about 1 to 2 months, so be sure and purchase from a reliable vendor. The seed section itself should feel firm, not soft and spongy. I chose the largest seeds, removed the wings, and placed them directly on top of some pre-moistened potting soil. The root and stem grow out from the side of the seed, so simply plant it flat on the soil and cover with about 1 centimeter of soil, about 1/3 of an inch. Keep the starter container above 75 degrees Fahrenheit, that's about 25 degrees Celsius, and out of direct sunlight, but with plenty of indirect light, to help maintain soil moisture and a high humidity level, as well as to prevent insects from eating the sprouts. I suggest you place your starter container in some sort of a sealed bag, or at least place a bag over them. Here they are after 2 weeks and 2 days. 2 of the seeds have already germinated. A great start. Notice how they start out tall and thin. It's been another week, about 3.5 weeks total since I planted them in soil, and 5 of our 10 seeds have germinated. I am really happy with the results. They are looking a bit etiolated, a bit leggy, so to provide them with more light, though still keeping them out of direct sun, I will remove the bag I had placed over the starter container. It was my experience that it usually only takes 2 to 3 weeks for germination, and if the seeds haven't germinated by that time, it's probably not going to happen. Having good seeds from the beginning makes all the difference. I'd be very curious to hear other people's experiences, so please leave a comment below describing which method you chose and your results. You know, I don't do merch, I don't have sponsors, and I don't push products. But simply by watching one more video from one of these links, you can truly support my independent YouTube channel. Thanks so much, take care, and be well.